Hello, hello, everybody.
What's going on?
All right. So this morning on this good old Saturday, I brought Curtis in, my hubby.
I'm feeding my face, y'all, so excuse me.
And so this is just raw chatterization. We don't have anything planned per se that we wanted to talk about, but we're just gonna just come on and just see what happens.
How y'all doing today?
All right, we're gonna wait till some people come on. When you come on, comment in the comments and let us know where you're tuning in from so that we can shout you out and say hello. All right. So today we are going to just talk. Which one talk about? Which one discuss on this morning? And we're trying out a new feature on StreamYard. So go on your phone and let's see where this video is dropping.
Um,
Because this is StreamYard vertical. So we're very curious on will this video stream on the live section or the video shorts section. But
on
anyway,
YouTube?
on YouTube. So, how was your Saturday? What do you guys normally do on a Saturday for you guys at work, a traditional 9 to 5, or entrepreneurs? Do you just spend more time with your family? Do you sleep in? Do you like to do a lot of things on the outside? What do you do on Saturday? I really love the weekends. Okay. So, where is it?
Um,
I don't know where it is. Oh, it's in the live section. Still in the live section. Okay. So on Saturdays, depending upon how my week went, I typically like to sleep in. But, you know, some Saturdays I really just like to kind of catch up like if it was something I couldn't do during the week. I really like planning over the weekend and setting things up to have a productive week. Because for some people planning is not fun, but for me when it's not a weekday, planning is very fun for me. Like for those of you who don't know, I was a homeschooling mom. My son just graduated, so I used to plan my homeschooling week on Sunday, and then I plan my business week on Saturday. So today I do have an event that I need to go to over here in South Carolina. So I'll be doing that the early part of the day. And then after that, I'll come back home. So what's going on? We got to get.
let me do a quiz with you.
Ain't no
Yep,
time for no testing.
here it is. What is, let me see if I can find it. The largest retailer, world's largest retailer.
I don't know. I don't shop like that.
Take a guess.
I don't like games.
I know what we're doing.
Um, I don't do good with games.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
What, Target,
Walmart.
Walmart?
You know Walmart bigger than Target.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't really shop at Walmart like that. I go in Walmart every now and then, but I
What
will do it online though.
what is what is acrophobia a fear of?
Acrophobia?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know, don't care.
Heights.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Just read the questions and give them the answers,
No
cause
problem. You didn't want to answer? Because
no,
there's nobody on right now. I forgot the answer. How
no.
many dots a pair on a dice? Pair of dice.
10.
A pair of dice.
Oh, 12.
42.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, you guys. So, do you guys want to play a game? Because I do not like games, trivia games, and all that. I used to back in the day, but it's not really my thing. But if y'all want to play some games, Curtis can ask you some questions, and he can and we'll let you know, or he'll let you know what the answer is. But this is a day that if you have any questions in regards to podcasting, somewhat lightweight in regards to social media, in regards to how you can leverage your podcast or streaming TV show on social media, I'm your girl for that. Um, any questions? This is a time that you can kind of like pick my brain for absolutely free, okay? Because normally I pull you to the side if people want to if you're not a part of the network, because they can pick it all the time. But it's usually a consultation or a coaching call. So if you have any questions in regards to podcasting, TV streaming, or anything dealing with that you want to talk about today, just comment in the chat. Just comment in the chat, and we will have this random conversations, about whatever it is that you want to talk about on today. But yesterday I actually had a very long conversation. I had no idea that I was going to be on for over 2 hours yesterday. We was talking about what is the difference between coaches, consultants, and mentors. And so if you want to know what the difference are, because many times with terminology we get um we don't understand the words, okay? We think we understand because those are words that are constantly used. You see coaches all the time, you see consultants, you see people who call themselves mentors, right? But what exactly do the words mean at the end of the day? And so yesterday's audio was I would say fruitful conversation in regards to that. And then at the end, Mr. H, which is one of our consistent people, uh I would call them our CTR riders. We have somebody that just popped on, said, good. Welcome, 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 welcome. And so I feel that ending 2024, going into 2025, whether you are a content creator or a YouTuber per se, um, TV, podcasting, you need to widen your vocabulary on what things mean. And if I was not downstairs, I would really go get my book and go over some of the things that's in my book. Hello. Hey, Jean. Tampa, Florida in the house. How you doing? Was you guys affected by Hurricane Helene? Am I saying it correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Helene. You said that you are Indian. Yes. CT. The good thing about CTR Media Network is that we are global. So we have people from, I like to say, from the four corners of the earth. We have people that speak English as well as the people who don't speak English that follows our content creators. And we're so happy that we are a network that is inclusive of everyone. We welcome all races, all nationalities to be a part of our CTR media network, because representation is very, very important. And it's nothing like seeing yourself represented. All right. And so we're very blessed to have, so many diverse people that follow and support CTR. And we're so happy that you guys decided to be a part of what we are doing here. So let me see. Jean said, big tree branch fell on the house, so need repairs, but getting off to work from. Oh no, sorry about that. Like over here in South Carolina, we had a lot of rain, and it just depends on what area of Columbia, South Carolina you were in. Like, we have never, since we have been over in this part of South Carolina, we have never dealt with extensive power outages. Okay, if with any type of storm, if our power went out, literally it'll be back on in less than an hour, because we live really, really close to the hospital. And so we never had to worry about it. But for this storm, we literally, uh we was out of power for a day, for a couple of days, right?
Us?
We
But
I know it was over, like, it was over 32 hours. It wasn't quite 2 days, but it was pushing 2 days, and that's a long time. And then my parents was out for maybe 2, 3 days. And then I know some of my some coaches that because I actually teach at a, business university. One of the coaches or the instructors, they was out for over a week here in South Carolina. So it was just uh crazy. Like, and some people, they had trees that fall into their homes as well. We had, like, of course, the rivers, and like, are so excessively high, and we had a river that a bridge that needed some repairs. I mean, it's just crazy. And then when you look at the news, you don't really even see people talking about the devastation. You really have to go and look on, I would say, independent news people that's independent, that's not with mainstream news, and then you start really seeing what's going on, and it breaks your heart. So I'm happy that you're okay, Jean, but um with the devastation, I'm sorry that that happened. So it said best video in the world. Thank you, thank you. And so the thing is, how do we bounce back after this? Because we don't even see, a lot of people are complaining because they say they don't see the aid coming in, with FEMA and all of that. So how do you feel about it, Curtis?
how you bounce back from what?
How do you bounce back from so much devastation?
In the world?
Yeah, like, it hit different when you watch the news and you're included, your town, your city is included in the amount of devastation, because you know some of these locations, you travel these areas, you live in some of these areas, and then you see it and you're living through it. It's a whole lot different, I would say.
Yeah. Well, you just got to move on, make wise choices, find people that you can connect with, and if you believe in God, pray to God for help.
Well, one thing it taught me from this storm is to get prepared. And so making sure you have safety kits available, making sure you have radios and what you call it, flashlights.
We had a little generator.
We had a smaller generator, but the thing is, uh that wasn't enough. So we need to get a bigger one. But I
Mm.
tell you what, the things that you take for granted. Oh my goodness, it was so excessively hot when we did not have any power. I didn't even realize. Oh my goodness, it was so hot. I mean, so hot to the fact that it was making us sick. And our power came on right in on time, and we was able to bring my parents here so that they could be with us, because they did not get power when we got power. So that's one good thing when you have family members and at least one person in the family get it, everybody else can come to that location and be like, okay, we all can share this one space until the utilities and the power and all that stuff come back on. So you guys, what are you doing on today? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you resting? Are you working? Are you spending time with your family? We have 21 people on right now. So go ahead and hit that like button, or like, give us some heart, give us some love, tell us where you're tuning in from, because we want to talk with you, let you know what's going on. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you guys, right now CTR Media Network has branched out. So we have something available for you for absolutely free. Because, we always looking for ways to pour back into our community. So we expanded with premium TV streaming. Okay, we already had online TV that you guys can watch our content creators for absolutely free on ctrmedianetwork.com's website. But we expanded our TV distribution and broadcast into premium TV. So, what exactly is premium TV? That's where you can look at our content on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV. You can download CTR Media Network on your iPhone, iOS, and you can also download it on your Android phones by going to your Google Play Store, typing in CTR Media Network, and you will be able to download our app for absolutely free and watch our content on the go for absolutely free. Okay. um that's one thing that we want to make sure that we always have here at CTR Media Network. We wanted to, even though we have different ways that people invest so that we can bring you this free broadcasting, but we always want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community by providing you access to amazing content and content creators to help you not only in life, but also business, and can motivate you. And we are expanding and bringing on more and more content, different things for you to enjoy. Okay, different things for you to enjoy, and we're so super duper excited about it. So go and check it out. Go and check it out today. Let me see, can I pop it up on the screen? Let me see, because I am working from my cell phone today. So yes. Let's see. So we have our community outreach and nonprofit TV channel, homeschooling and books TV. We have entertainment and lifestyle TV. Everything is organized so that you can go to the content that you want to watch. Okay. And those are not the only channels that we have. We have a variety of different channels that you can watch and or listen to. And you can go find it at CTR. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like, follow, share, subscribe, say a comment so we can shout you out. Now, if you have a name that I cannot pronounce, I will do my best. If I say it wrong, I am sorry. I am sorry. But anywho, for those of you who want to know how you can get or partner with CTR Media Network to advertise, because we do have commercial slots available, as well as other opportunities for partnerships, because we are looking for sponsors. Okay. So our company is off on the weekend because we put family first, but starting bright and early on Monday morning, yes, you can call us toll free, no matter what part of the world you on. As long as you use that, our 877 number, you will be able to get in contact with us. And our number is 877-287-6552. If you want to speak with a customer service rep for CTR Media Network, you're going to hit extension 801. That is the line or the extension for CTR Media Network. Or you can send an email right now to info@ctrmedianetwork.com. All right. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them now in regards to podcasting, TV streaming, entrepreneurship. This is the time for you to ask those questions, because I'm allowing everyone to kind of like pick my brain on this Saturday morning before I get off. I don't plan to be on here on 2 hours like I was yesterday, because that was just, I mean, we really got into the nitty gritty. So I might be here for another 10 minutes. And if you have any questions about podcasting, I will answer those questions. But even if you don't, let's talk about podcasting. I really feel like everybody should either have a podcast or be on podcast shows. And if you are a podcast host, you should not just host your show, you should also be a guest on other people's show. And let me tell you why. One of the things that most podcast hosts they kind of like fail in is that they stay so hyper uber focused on their podcast alone. They get so comfortable with hosting just their show and interviewing people that they either don't see the need to be interviewed on other people's show, or they just, that's something that they just don't want to do, right? But if you have a podcast show that you really want to grow and build, it is a two-way street, a revolving door, perhaps. So you need to be hosting your show, and you also need to be a featured guest on other people's shows. And this is why you have taken the time to build your audience and your guests that come on your show because they, number one, they want to share their message. Number two, because they know that you built your audience and they want to tap into that audience. Well, the same thing is true for you. If you want to continuously expand your viewership or your listenership for your podcast and get outside of your network base, then in order to expand yourself, you can't truly expand yourself to the maximum degree if you're always just hosting your show. True expansion comes by collabing and going on other people's shows. Because guess what? Other people, other podcast hosts have a different audience than you. So even though, like for me, my podcast show, the Tina Raymond Show, is in the top 2% of the most popular podcast shows in the world, right? Out of over 3 million plus podcasters, our show ranked in the top 2%. We've been doing podcasting with the Tina Raymond Show for a very long time. And we are getting ready to go into season 11 when we premiere November, December of this year. Now, with that being said, you will see me on not everybody's show, but I will go on certain people's shows. Why? It's because I understand the power of affiliation. I understand the power of collaboration, which are two different things. And I understand promotion and placement. Okay. When you are a podcaster or streaming TV host, you have to understand that it's more to podcasting than just you being a podcast host. Think about it. Let me give you a comparison, of real life comparison. Let me give you Raven Simone, for example. Raven Simone is right now going on various different talk shows, various different podcasts. Why? It's because she is promoting her new TV show, Scrabble, right? She is everywhere. Now, when you go and do your research on Raven Simone has her own podcast. Raven Simone has her own platforms. She is a executive producer for many different things. So, do she really do she really need to go on other people's shows? Not really. But why is she doing that? Because she understands the power of proper placement and promotion and distribution, and the power of taking you yourself, which is the brand, onto other platforms that is a brand in order to expand your reach and tap into their audience. Many podcast hosts will not even go on somebody else's show because they're so used to being behind the mic that they're either fearful of going on someone else's show and they interviewing them, because believe it or not, and I know this for a fact, that there are many podcast hosts that are afraid to go on someone else's show and be interviewed. I mean, it literally gives them anxiety because they're so used to being behind the mic that they don't even know how to be a guest. They only know how to be a host. All right. And I know this for a fact because literally I coach a lot of podcast hosts. Okay. And when they say they want to grow and expand, one of the first things that I tell them, I say, you need to start going on shows and being interviewed. They be like, oh, no, I can't do that. I don't even know how to do that because I'm so used to asking the questions. I don't know what I'll do if they're asking me the questions and stuff like that. I just don't. I'm like, wait a minute now. You need to get used to being interviewed and having a conversation that you don't control, because that is how you truly challenge yourself as a podcast host. And if you are a public speaker and you do not have a podcast, you are doing a great disservice to yourself. I would say that for podcasts. I'll say that for speakers and authors. Speakers and authors, you should uh, definitely have your own podcast show or streaming TV. Because some of you guys may not be ready for a podcast because there's so many things you got to do. It's more easier for you to stream and hit the live button, in my opinion, than to do all the mechanics that's behind podcasting when you are really doing it as a business. Okay, so I'm finding which testing with my network on which is the easiest way for people to start getting your content out, and that's to start a streaming TV show. To start a streaming TV show. I have found that individuals who are not that technically inclined or a little apprehensive or nervous about starting a podcast, because it takes a lot of back end work that people don't see to get your stuff distributed out. And if you have to do all that yourself, a lot of people have difficulty doing all that by themselves. But when you just stream, like I'm streaming now on social media platforms, or some people like to use Zoom. I like I don't really like Zoom unless if you're doing a show, unless you do the production side of it. So you record on Zoom and then you hire someone or you have someone create you a template and framework to go around to brand your show. So people won't know it's Zoom. They will look at it and be like, whoa, that is beautiful branding and marketing, right? And so it just depends. But Zoom is usually very easy, straightforward for people because you're used to using it for meetings. But anywho, um, with podcasting and Curtis, he worked the other day and he's like he is worn out. So I'm gonna have to just take over this live. But anyway, um, literally, podcasting changed my life. And I had my show on TV, and then I just solely focused on podcasting for a couple of years. And now my show is now back on television. And of course, I'm always doing podcasting, okay? And so for me, I saw how having a podcast and now extending it to TV, how it opened up new business opportunities for me, and how it actually, hello, how are you? Welcome to the live. I saw how it expanded my business, podcasting and TV streaming, opened up more opportunities by just having a podcast. I was able to get into other rooms that I more than likely I probably wouldn't have been able to get eyeballs on what I was doing as quickly. It has opened up, oh, you're welcome. It has opened up the expansion of everything that I'm doing, and it's a great networking and advertisement tool. So podcasting is more than just sitting behind the mic and just chattering. Right now, I'm just chatting with you guys. This is unscripted. It's random conversation. But when I'm doing my show, um, I am very strategic on who I have on the show, what topics I want to speak about, and can the guest deliver on this information in order to help my viewing and listening audience. Like, for example, going into season 11 of the Tina Ramsay show, we used to have a variety of different type of guests. We would have authors, coaches, entrepreneurs, uh artists. Pretty much a genre of different type of people. And some people, they was not an entrepreneur. They worked a traditional 9 to 5, but they had an amazing nonprofit or whatever like that. Now, moving into season 11 of the Tina Ramsey show, we changed our whole concept because what I saw, because I'm going to be honest with you, I think I heard just about every story there is to be said, with over 300 and something episodes recorded and over 1,000 videos made. And I stopped counting after 1,000 videos. I was like, "Ooh, I'm tired." Hosting various different events and stuff like that. And so what I wanted to do, because I'm an entrepreneur and I meet a lot of new entrepreneurs, startup entrepreneurs or business owners, and I see, number one, many of them don't have the support. Maybe they're the first generation one entrepreneur who are trying to become an entrepreneur, and they don't have support from their immediate family. People thinking that they a little, they lost their rockers because they want to be an entrepreneur. They lack they lack security. You don't have that 401k. You don't have that insurance. So where do those people go? I also want to have some really raw conversation about entrepreneurship, because a lot of episodes that do feature entrepreneurs, which I was one of them, that I focused on I'm always positive, but I wanted to get down to, I would say, the meat and potatoes by bringing on 6, 7, and 8 figure earners. So on this season of the Tina Ramsey show, I'm bringing on those 6, 7, and 8 figure earners and really deep diving into the mindset that you have to have, the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, because many times people only talk about the good things. They're not talking about, the dark side, or I would say, the not so pleasant side of starting and growing and building your own business. And so I'm bringing on those individuals and having those conversations. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want you to go into 2025 with no excuses. Many of the people, excuse me, many of the people that I'm bringing on the show, many of you will not even be in the room, or the same room or same area with these individuals, because even to get them to be a part of whatever they're doing, it's expensive, right? So I'm just so honored and grateful that they gave me some of their time, allow me to have some of their time, and they're pouring into all of you. Like, you're going to see a different side of these 6 figures, 7 figure, 8 figure earners. So for those of you, because I do have some children that watch, 6 figures is anything over $100,000. 7 figures, of course, is at least $1 million, and 8 figures, of course, is $1 billion business, right? So we're bringing on these individuals on the Tina Ramsey show so that you can really, and we're going to replay one of our previous episodes, and I'm going to see, because I already interviewed some billionaires before, and I'm going to see, can I bring them back again for a sit down, to have a more deep dive conversation about the nuts and bolts of entrepreneurship. And one thing that I have seen that is consistent with every single entrepreneur is that they all fell down. Hello, welcome, love from Dubai. Hey, love from Dubai. Welcome, welcome. And so what I have seen is that every single one of these entrepreneurs, it wasn't easy for them. They actually lost everything more than one time and had to rebuild, rescale, and grow again. Okay. Everything wasn't peaches and cream. And so once you start seeing these interviews, because many people, especially when you're new and you really don't know anything about entrepreneurship, you think you're doing something wrong all the time, because maybe it's things are not turning out ideal, right? And so what I'm finding that is the theme with every single successful entrepreneur, at some point in time, they lost everything. In some cases, they lost everything more than one time. And then but the thing that set them apart is that when they lost everything, they just didn't lay and waddle in it. They got themselves up, they dust themselves off, they saw where they went wrong, they fixed it, they solved the problem, they restructured, and they started again. And they kept going and going and going until they was able to achieve. And then once they was able to achieve, grow and scale, and here you are, six-figure earner, over 100 plus thousand a year, 500,000 plus a year, $1 million a year, or a multi-millionaire making 10 to 50 to $100,000 a year. And then we have those ones who cross that plateau that hit $1 billion status, right? And I'm like, wow, 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 wow. So what type of mindset do you have to have when it don't look good, right? When it don't look well? And how can you, when you have a hard fall, still get back up? So what are they reading? Because all these entrepreneurs, they read a lot of books. All right. Like for me, I listen to a lot of books because I love audio books while I'm doing my work and stuff like that. The audio books are very good for me. But I do have some books that I like to hold in my hand and actually read. And so what are they reading? What are they doing? Who are they around? What type of people? What type of things that they do in order to stay motivated, right? And so that is what the Tina Ramsay show is going to be about, um season 11 and moving forward. It's kind of like having that one-on-one VIP meet and greet where you get to see, hear, ask questions, and see the growth, the journey of the entrepreneur, and not just see the end results of entrepreneurship. Seeing that, oh, they make 6 figures, oh, they make 7 figures, oh, they make 8 figures, oh, yay, let's celebrate. But then you miss all what happened before that and what happened in the beginning. And I feel like once like the veil is lifted on that, it will be a whole lot more successful entrepreneurs. It will be a whole lot more successful entrepreneurs out there because you literally go from thinking that that you're not alone, okay? And if you do hit a rough patch, that you can get over it. You can rise above, I would say, of whatever you're going through, as long as you don't stop moving and you don't stop growing, believing, pouring into yourself to make those investments, to be in the room with people who reach the same goal or they're in the position that you want to be in, right? And all of these people, every single one of them got coaches and mentors, all of them. And you would think, okay, you a multimillionaire, or you a billionaire, or a high earning 6-figure earner. Surely you know everything. You know a lot because you doing this. And yet all of these people, all of them, every last one of them, hello, they have coaches, more than one, and mentors. So that alone is showing you how important it is for you to have coaches and mentors in your life in order for you to grow. Because what I have learned, no matter how high your status is, it's always someone that's higher than you. And so for me, that's what I wanted to contribute to my viewing and listening audience for 2024 and beyond, so that you guys will have access to these amazing thought leaders, amazing entrepreneurs, amazing people who making an impact to income. they're being impactful, but they're also making an income that can sustain what they do. And by them having that sustainability, it's allowing them to be able to help more people and create under their leadership more six-figure earners, multimillionaires, and or billionaires. And so I hope the goal is that it helps you so that you won't give up and that you will grow from listening to their amazing interviews. And to be honest with you, I am learning so much from all of them. It's like I'm interviewing them, but yet I'm a student at the same time. So I'm like, wow, okay. So it's kind of like behind the scenes of these six, seven, and eight-figure earners, which I think is pretty cool when you start getting into these deep dive conversations. And I feel like it will help. Another podcast that do like a lot of deep dive is oh, I should have wrote the name down. Oh yeah. I think I have it on my YouTube channel where I'm featuring. I gotta look where I'm featuring different podcast shows that are doing some great things. Let me see. They're not necessarily on CTR Media Network, but they are um doing some great things that I feel that can help you, that I watch too, in regards to entrepreneurship. So let me see. I think my team, I had them put those podcast shows. Let me see. Yes. So if you want to learn about that, you can go to the Tina Ramsey show on YouTube. We have some YouTube channels that we're actually featuring that these individuals make 6 to 8 figures. Um, and they have some really good podcast shows. So let me call it their names. We have Journey with the Histons. You're gonna have to see it. We have Dr. Fashion. We have Malika at Home. We have Donna Wiggins, your favorite business coach. We have Rich in Real Life with Jessica Hurley. We have Lewis Howes. We have Earn Your Leisure, Social Proof, Circle of Greatness with Nehemiah Davis, 19 Keys, and of course, Club Shay Shay. So we are featuring those podcast shows on the Tina Ramsey Show's YouTube channel, and you can be able to go and not only watch our show, but you'll be able to connect with those shows. And for those of you who are actually looking for jobs and different things that you can do, Mika at Home and Journey with the Hintons, they actually share a lot of different things that you can do from home in order to have a side hustle or to actually build you a business if that is what your desire is to do. Some great information. They've been doing this for a very long time. So I've been following them for years. Okay. Even use some of the things that they have said and it works. So and Dr. Fashion, she has her own company for creators. It's called Creator Life. That's lyfe.com, where she actually help you build and scale up your YouTube channels. She's very good with anything social media, but I feel like her expertise, other than being in being over content creators, because she do that as well, is what she can do with YouTube. The girl is out of sight, and she helped us a lot as well. So go check that out, because now the Tina Ramsey Show is now a entrepreneurship lifestyle TV show. We're not just a show that interview everyday people doing extraordinary things like we were doing from season 1 through 10. We are changing to an entrepreneurship lifestyle show. What is the lifestyle of the entrepreneur? What do you have to do in order to be a successful entrepreneur? How does it feel? What are the ups and downs? What books you need? What type of people you need to be around in order to achieve those goals, what rooms you need to be in. All right, because let's keep it real. You just can't be isolated in your own little corner. Now, many people don't want to. Many people, it's hard for them to kind of understand or believe. I would say that I'm an introvert. But I learned a new word. They call it ambivert. So that means, you are an introvert, but you when needed, you can do things that's extrovert. And so I'm more like that. So you will see me out doing different things with the community, but I am perfectly fine being at home, because I like to be home. I'm more of an introvert. Um but my love for people pushed me out of my own way so that I can get the things done that need to be done in order to help the community. Okay. And so, yes, I'm a podcast host, TV host. I do events. I teach all that good things because I am a servant leader at heart. Of course, an entrepreneur, business owner. And my love for people pushed me to get out of my comfort zone and go out to help the people that I'm on this earth to help as much as I can within the bounds of how I can do it, right? Because I have to recharge. But anyway, on that note, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Audio Wave. Yes, Audio Wave. What is Audio Wave? It is a new channel on CTR Media Network, which is all audio. So you would not be seeing video. You may see us share videos and have a conversation about certain videos. But ultimately, this is audio only, where we come on and we talk to you and you listen to our voice rather than see us. If you want to see us, we do come on the Tina Ramsey show. We also have different events and stuff that's done on CTR Media Network. If you want to see my face, honey, it ain't hard to find me. I'm everywhere, all over social media. Books, magazine features, all that. So at the end of the day, and also my husband as well, we were supposed to be a Curtis and Tina, but he's so tired. He fell asleep, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100. He fell asleep, and I'm like, let my baby sleep. I'll take over this live. But him and I will be back together with our audio show, and we are working on some other different things that some of our CTR riders suggested that they would like to see coming next year. We're kind of working on that behind the scenes. And if you was one of the CTR riders that gave a suggestion, we just want to let you know that we are working on that behind the scenes to bring that at some point in 2025. Okay. Again, go to ctrmedianetwork.com to watch our podcasting shows on online TV, and click our resource tab where we're sharing with you about some of the things that we use, or individuals like services and stuff that you may want to take part in. Uh, because people ask me all the time, what software you use? What do you do for this? What do you do? Listen, I answer those same questions so much. I'm like, I am sick of answering these same questions. I'm going to make it very easy for you. All thing I do is go to the resource tab of CTR Media Network, and we're adding more people every single day. I'm kind of like, I know I'm aging myself when I say Rolodex. I'm kind of like dumping out some main people on the Rolodex, where you can contact them. You can say, hey, I found you on CTR Media Network, Dr. Tina Ramsey, recommended, or you was on their not referral, resource page, and I want to know more. Now, when you go and you are with anybody that's there, because we do have some affiliate uh, collaborations. So when you click and you do business with them, remember that those are independent businesses that are not a part of CTR Media Network. If it's something that's a part of CTR Media Network, then of course we handle the customer service and stuff. But if it's somebody else's business, then you make the choice to click on the link, and then you have to talk with them and their staff. Okay, that we just simply providing the educational resources for you to make a choice so that you can see what we have used, or some things that we have seen in the community that other people use within our network that was very good, and say, okay, we'll drop this link down and you guys can make your choice on who you want to do business with. But if you're doing business with somebody other than CTR, remember, it's their customer service and you're speaking to them, not us. It's just a resource, okay? Because it's just too much. But anyway, um, check that out on today. And you can also download the CTR Media Network app on your iOS, your Apple phone, or your Android devices by going to your Google Play Store or your Apple Store and search the word CTR Media Network. You can download it for absolutely free. We will be adding more content on very soon. We have more content. We just launched it Monday. Yes, Monday at the Top Podcasters Awards. CTR Media Network Top Podcasters Awards, where we awarded 26 podcasters. It was 25, but then we had another one, right? That came in there because we have many, well, really it was more, it's more like 30 podcasters, but we count one show at a time. But some of our shows have more than one host. So it's more like 30 when you do their individual awards or whatever. So go check their shows out. And you can watch the replay of our virtual events right here on YouTube. Yeah, you can watch the replay. It's over 3 hours long, so you're gonna have to take breaks, but it was absolutely amazing. And I'm so proud of everyone, and we're so ecstatic about what is to come. And we will share with you guys as we are allowed to share with the general public what is going on behind the scenes when everything is done, done, and done. So, on that note, you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. Spend time with your family. Relax if that's something that you want to do. Go out, have a ball. Being safe now. I want you to be safe and nothing illegal. Be safe. And if you are a business owner, find different events where you can network at. Figure out, write you out a plan on how you want your business to go. How do you want to expand? Look at stuff online and figure out, who do you want to collaborate with? What type of person or businesses you want to collaborate with, and then reach out to them. People only can say yes, no, or maybe. That's it. Yes, no, or maybe. Stop being afraid of no. I'm gonna have to come on another live and we're gonna have to um talk about that fear of no that's holding a lot of you back. And I can speak from experience because I used to be afraid of reaching out to ask for a sponsorship, to ask for an advertisement placement person, to be a commercial placement or advertise on my show, to sponsor my show or anything, right? I used to be, or ask somebody to buy my book. I used to be like, oh, I don't know what I could do. Oh, okay. Listen, now I'm like, listen, people only can say yes, no, or maybe at the end of the day. Yes, no, or maybe. And most of the time, we're afraid of that no, because I was, but I'm not afraid of no's anymore because I just look at it like this. Someone say no to anything that I present to them or opportunity, it's only one or two things. It's not, the no is not for what I'm offering is not for them, or it's not for them right now. Because I have some people, they were like, oh, if you would have just came like a couple weeks sooner, because everybody have budgets, right? I would say, yeah, but come back, and I'm definitely gonna do it. And they do, and then I have some people that like, no, this is just not the right opportunity for me. I don't let that stop me. I keep going till I get a yes. Okay, because guess what? What I have to offer is for somebody, more than one somebody. So we're gonna have a deep dive conversation about stop letting no, the thought of no, stop you from asking for what you need, your help, what you need, right? And so, yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. We do have short clip videos that's motivation, that's going over some of these topics that I'm talking about. So if you want to see the ones that's already out, I think we have a video on there that's about 3 minutes long. You go over to the video section on CTR Media Network YouTube channel, and you're going to see a lot of these topics we talk about in very short videos, because we realize people have short attention spans now. So we making things short, sweet, direct, and to the point. So go check that out on the video section. On that note, you guys have a great, amazing rest of the day. Thank you for allowing me, myself, my husband, when he was on earlier, for us to have some of your time, because time is the most valuable commodity and asset in the world. And when you give someone your time, that's something that you can't get back. So we do not take that for granted. We truly, thoroughly appreciate each and every one of you from all over the world, the four corners of the earth. We are blessed to have people that listen and view our content from every part of the earth. We have officially crossed over where we have a viewing and listening audience in all 50 states within the United States. And now we are touching 100 countries that's not even within the United States. So thank you for supporting us internationally, globally, and also in our home area of the great US of A. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And make sure to start commenting on our videos. We want to give you guys shout outs in the comments. We want people to see you. We want you to say hello. We want you to ask questions, and maybe we'll answer those questions on the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.